Hi guys, today we're going to be using the pre-style from the Hunty Zombies Battle Pass. It was a pain to get this, and at the time I did not expect to make a video on this. And also, sorry for not posting for a while. I had a lot of tests and school and stuff. So you could subscribe, and you can always unsubscribe later. It will motivate me to post more. Without further ado, let's talk about the pre-style. Okay, so the new pre-style is more of a support class and specializes in healing, which we don't see a lot in Hunty Zombies. The only other semi-support class I can think of is maybe Anchor because of its Z move, but that's all I can think of. Priest is also really good for damage, but lacks range, except on the C move, which goes crazy far. Cosmetically, it looks really nice, and my favorite effect on it is Fire. So now I'll explain the moveset. So the first move is the Z move, which is called Holy Spikes. For me, I have Prodigy on, so it does a bit more damage. But when I'm doing a raid, it usually does about 500 damage. Now, the X move, the worst one in my opinion, is Holy Blessing, which is kind of like a smite move that does 300 damage. And its range is trash, but it also gives regen 2 for about 6 seconds. And now, I don't think this move specializes in anything, and right now it just does 300 damage because I'm about mastery 28. So yeah, it's low-key trash. Now the third move and the longest range move is Sunbeam. Sunbeam's damage is alright. It does 59 damage per Sunbeam ball or whatever, and it has really good range. The ability is sort of like Shu's second move, but it's spammed and does less damage. You can also make each shot go in different directions by tilting your camera using shift lock. The fourth move, which I'm not entirely sure what it does because I don't have it and I'm not mastery 100, I'm pretty sure it makes you invincible for I don't know how many seconds, but yeah. The only really nerf for Priest is that the M1 doesn't do damage, and instead of doing damage, it heals. So it's also it can also charge up your super, which you can just farm on your teammates even if they're at max HP. It'll still charge your super. So now the ultimate. What the ultimate does is it has this cool cutscene with you with your priest book and you're in trees and stuff. And then after, the actual effect of it is it's this AoE where enemies can't come in, and if they try and come in, they get hit for I think 50 damage or 30 damage. And by the way, all these numbers are with Prodigy on. So the modes you should play with Priest are probably gonna be the Shogun raid and the Shogun raid and Carnival. Only Carnival because of how many enemies there are at the end. And also, I'm going to be using Spinal Blade to test it out in the Shogun raid. And shout out to Connor's brother for gifting me the limited effect. So now let's get into the raid. Okay, so now we're in the raid. We're just going to beat this quickly. I hope it could take about 4 minutes because I don't want to take long on this raid. So I'll just do a quick time lapse for this raid, I guess. Actually, no, I'm going to show the whole raid. So let's just do this fight quick. 65k health is not that bad. Okay, so we're doing really good damage. It's only been about 1 minute and we're almost halfway through the raid. Sadly, I'm not doing the most damage. I also want bow so that after I can do a video on that, but that's gonna take a while. And also, as you can see, Holy Spikes, it charges your super really fast, or like your ultimate. And also the cooldowns are like heavenly. With CDR and HP, me personally, it's the best combo. And if you already have a lot of HP, you should just go for attack. Okay, we're about to beat him. 2 minutes is really impressive. I keep switching to Priest thinking that the M1's gonna do damage, but really it just heals my teammates. Okay, the raid is now done. Okay, I'll just add this guy because he said he wanted to add me. Oh, he left, okay. Okay, so that was a quick preview of Priest inside a raid. I think to show you the ultimate, so I think I'll just get into the game, pull off the ultimate real quick, and then after just like leave. Wait, let me check how many tokens I have. I have 280. So I think I'll just go into a game, and then after I'll see if I can get the super off. Or the ultimate. Okay, now here's the ultimate. Okay, so I'm walking in a garden, and after I show off like the weapon and like, so he's slowly getting pushed out of the arena or like the area, not much, but he's also taking damage. So that's the ultimate, and okay, we're done the raid. Let's see how many coins we got. We got 31. That is not bad. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe so I can gamble in more games.